Angela Peebles joins us now with more. I guess that's good if you got 8.7 times the neutralizing antibodies, but does it mean you won't get COVID?
It means that it'll protect you against severe disease, and death, which is the most important. As we've all seen, people have gotten COVID vaccines and still gotten COVID. It's just the nature of respiratory viruses. They're really hard to vaccinate against and prevent infection itself. But the important thing here is that it will protect you from the most serious forms of the disease.
What about previous infection? Won't that probably protect you from death or the most serious?
That might help too, but the message this year from all the public health officials is that
natural immunity is probably equivalent to this, or no? This is better.
What we have today is data showing that this vaccine is effective, and that's what's most important, I think, going into this fall.
Okay. When it comes out, it's going to be competing, I guess, again with the same companies?
Yes,
Moderna?
We'll have Pfizer, and Novavax is also seeking authorization for a booster as well, and we're expecting that approval any day now. Next week, the outside advisors to the CDC are meeting to review their recommendations and tell us all, who should get the shots and when. And so we should see those shots start to roll out as soon as this month. I'm
wondering if we can tell anything about how it's going to be received by the population based on the stock prices. The stock prices isn't moving on either one of these companies.
Investors are really skeptical that people will want these vaccines. I was looking at the booster data, and only 17% of Americans got the most recent booster.
17%.
17%. And some public health officials were saying that was because last year was confusing with the bivalent booster and the flu shots, and this year might be smoother. But just talking to people in my own life, and I'm sure you hear the same thing, people seem to be really over it. However, hospitalizations and deaths are on the rise. We're seeing this summer surge, so that might get some people thinking about COVID again, but we'll have to see.
Like maybe most important for elderly.
Even Scott Gottlieb said that we should have done it that way the first time. Probably more for people with comorbidities, the elderly, people that have reason for concern. Probably this makes more sense.
And we did see last year that older people did get the booster in bigger numbers. Right. I think it was about 40% of elderly did get a booster as opposed to far fewer young people. So that's good to see, and we'll have to see exactly what the recommendations look like and what the messaging is to get people out.